Hi everyone, I'm so happy to be back. Grada Robertson here from the Purple House Wellness Center. Every Tuesday at 1:45, I do a little talk about things that I've been dealing with or downloads I get during the week that I find helpful for myself, and I share it with you or my clients. I'm also the author of 3 books. They're my memoir called You're the Miracle, How Being Hit by a Truck Saved My Life. My second book is called The Underbelly, that explains or dives into the story of the dark night of the soul that I went through. And then my third book, which is also available, is called Alchemy of Love, and that describes many funny stories of my life as a business owner, the time when we had Alchemy Cafe, and being a mom of 6 children and lots of grandchildren, and also lots of tips for life and how you can be happy and express yourself from your soul, right? So how to help you get off the rat race. So today I want to focus on miracles. My first book is actually called You Are the Miracle, and because you are, and it's a good time today to give you a reminder of it again. The word miracle actually has the same roots as the word mirror. If you look it up in the dictionary, it will tell you that. So I thought that was actually really apt for today's message, because when you look in the mirror, you see yourself, and you are literally the stuff of miracles. And I've written it down because the probability of you coming into existence, this is what I read somewhere, is 10 multiplied to the power of something like 2.5 billion. So in other words, the possibility of you being you and coming into existence and living your life today is practically nil, right? It's an impossibility, you could say. And yet you're here, you're listening to me, you're breathing, your cells are alive, your brain is ticking over, your blood is being pumped around your body, your body is breathing for you, you have dreams and ideas. I mean, your soul is full of light. And when you look in the mirror, you totally are looking at a miracle. You're the stuff of miracles. And so if you take that a little bit further, that actually means that miracles are perfectly natural. And at different times of our life, we're all crying for miracles. I did, especially the hardest, toughest time of my life was when I was hit by a truck completely unexpectedly. At the same time, though, I believe there are no coincidences in life, right? So, and I was left on the road, basically paralyzed and fighting for my life. And so at that point in time, I asked the universe for 3 big miracles. So the first miracle was that I would survive, that and I was left with catastrophic injuries. Also that I would still be able to be a mom to my children, because that was really important to me, because any mom would know how important that is, right? I have 6 children, and they were teenagers and young adults. And also I needed a miracle to avoid bankruptcy, because Pete and I had just taken out a second mortgage. We were literally mortgaged up to the hilt, and we were under the pump to pay our bills and to keep the kids afloat, the family afloat. And because we just bought some new premises to shift the Purple House into, and we were renovating the premises, and at the point of when the truck hit me, the building actually had no toilet or bathroom, or because we pulled half the building off, like we demolished it, and so it was unsellable. So I needed a miracle there as well. And I'm happy to say that all 3 miracles were granted. Like, they came to pass, and they actually came to pass a lot sooner than I even didn't dare to dream in my wildest dream, right? So over the years since then, I have learned what it takes to create a miracle, although the universe is really the one that, or God, creator, whatever you like to call it, is the one that delivers the miracle or creates the miracles for you, but you can be in the flow of miracles, or you can be like a lot of people and just be outside the flow of miracles. You just see other people enjoying good luck and other people receiving good fortune and other people are getting a breakthrough, and it's all passing you by. I mean, how many times has that happened to you, right? I get clients like that all the time because part of their life is not working and the miracle, they've given up hope even. And so I'm happy to say that I love my work and I love unblocking the flow of prosperity and miracles, and I teach people what it takes to come into alignment again with the flow of miracles, which is your natural state. I want you to know that's a natural state of being. It's not something artificial, superficial, or synthetic, a skill that you know have to practice a million times, a new skill. It's actually something that you just have to remember, and I help you do that when you come to my session. So by the way, I'm seeing people face to face again in my room. Lots of people don't know that. For a while I was only working remotely with clients, but I am in my room again. So I do want you to know that probably a third of my clients are still working with me remotely, because they live on the mainland or in other parts of the world. But if you live in Tassie, please do come and see me, and we can work together and see where it sticks, where you're stuck in a holding pattern where things are not moving, and then I can help you shorten the gap between you and the miracle that you want. So in today's session, I want you to know there are 3 things for sure that are blocking the miracles, right? And then I'm going to teach you, I'm just going to take you through a very short, easy, fun practice that are going to switch things up for you today, so you can start today. So the first thing is that people are too generalized. People are in too much of a rush, people are too busy, and they know something isn't working for them. Let's say in your relationship, you're always arguing, or you're in pain, your body is in pain, for instance, or life gets a bit hairy and there are obstacles in your life, but people don't stop to get really, really clear focus. They don't spend time focusing to get clarity on what they really want. Or maybe it comes from a level of unworthiness. People think, I don't deserve any better, this is what I deserve, so suck it up, baby, something like that. People will actually talk to themselves like that. I probably used to talk like that to myself many years ago, right? And then what happens is you stay in struggle street, right? Because you think life's meant to be a struggle, but it's not meant to be all struggle. And even when you're struggling, there's meant to be light coming in, and for a lot of people that's not happening. And then the second point is people are being out of alignment of miracles, so they don't know how to receive. So again, the miracle will it's singing away in the next room already, for instance, the miracle that you want, but it's just passing you by, like it's always out of reach. And then thirdly, people forget to ask, they fail to ask, they just stopped asking, so they don't ask the universe for anything. And even if they ask, maybe they just ask once and then they say, well, that didn't work and I've done that now. And so they stop asking. So let's just get back to point number 1, getting clear on what you want. That's really important, that you invest some time, and you can even pause the video now if you want to, or do it later today, and you spend 3 minutes writing down. It's good to have a pen and a piece of paper always, and do a brain dump, I call it. Just write down where it's hurting, where are you stuck, what's not working for you, what is the thing that's always tripping you up. Let's say for some people it's their relationships or their friendships, or they end up being exploited. So if something happens to you more than once, let's say definitely if things happen to you more than twice, that means there is an old pattern there. Like it can be an energetic pattern. I mean, for many reasons, I won't go into that now. But the first thing on the road to recovery from releasing yourself from that hardship is clarity. So you need to get very, very honest first and get yourself out of denial, like it is hurting and what's hurting the most and how does this situation hurt me the most. And then what's the opposite? How could I be, what would it take for me to be free from that situation? And it can be as easy as a problem as money, like lots of people, especially women, need way more security, financial security than they've ever received in their life. That's just a fact of life. And it's totally within your rights to get very clear on that. And I also do work with my clients around that. So I'll say, sit down with them and I'll say, well, how much would it take for you to feel more secure in your world or in your life? And it can be an extra $500 a week, can be an extra $1,000 a week. Doesn't matter, the number is actually irrelevant as long as you get real clarity on that. And then we can set a clear intention. So that has to be number one, right? And it actually means that it hurts a little bit, because it hurts to be honest with yourself. That's why we don't like doing it a lot of the time. But it hurts less the more you do it. And the clarity that you receive is awesome, right? So the universe definitely wants you to do that part. It's like some people think, oh, the universe knows everything and it knows that I'm struggling with my money. So why should I even get clarity on it? But it's the same as the universe knows you're thirsty and there is a tap in the kitchen. You can turn the tap on and have a drink of water, but you still have to do that, right? So it's just you first have to realize, hey, I am thirsty. I better have a glass of water. So it's like that with little things and then big things. So secondly, the power of receiving. So I'm going to do practice with this again because I find this one helps me a lot. So a lot of the time we doing everything right. We're setting our intention, our focus, we're doing our inner work, we're being good people, we're being the best version of ourselves. I see this all the time, especially with women, and they just give so much, and yet it's still not working for them because they don't know how to be in alignment with receiving. So they've shut down the receptivity. By the way, receptivity is a feminine energy, by the way, but a lot of women in today's society have been discouraged, or it hasn't been safe to step into femininity. So receptivity also went out the door. So what's happened is we began to brace ourselves against life because trauma happens, disappointment happens, hardship and struggle happens, and we just have to man up, we have to toughen up, we have to build walls up, we brace ourselves. And in a minute I'm going to do practice with you where you can drop all that and learn how to embrace life. That's different to bracing yourself. Bracing yourself is like this, and I want you to feel safe so you can start to embrace all the good things in life that are waiting for you just around the corner. And just a little note on asking. So when you're a little child, you ask all the time, don't you? Like, I have lots of grandchildren. So yesterday, for a while in the afternoon, I had 5 little kids running around. They were 7 and younger. And all the time, like for hours, the whole time they were here, they were asking me, oh, Oma, can I have this? Oma, can I do that? Can I have a biscuit? Can I have yogurt? Can I have whatever? Oma, can you help me? And then they cry because they fall over. And so it's important that we learn to ask again. They had my attention, right? And we're in a childlike relationship with the universe, like the universe wants to deliver those miracles. But we think asking is not a good thing. Well, asking is the best thing you could have ever done. So also, what you can do is stop the video now or later, when you stop listening to me. Again, have your pen and paper ready and write down how much it's costing you to not ask people around you. Let's say you feel like you need a hug. Well, ask somebody around you right now, can you give me a hug, please? Right? You've got nothing to lose. Or ask for help, ask for expert help, ask for support, ask for advice. Nobody knows everything, but together we know a lot more than you just on your own and so on. So you can also write down on your list what stops you from asking, and usually I can give you a hint, it's the fear of rejection, or or other things. And how much has it cost you by you not asking for the universe in particular, but other people around you as well. Maybe ask for a holiday, ask for the kids to fold the washing. Pete and I had to ask the electrician. You can hear him now, actually, that's the noise in the background, because this morning the power went off 12 times. And Pete and I were quite savvy with it, because we live in an old house, and Pete checked everything out. But we still couldn't figure out why it went off 12 times. So now we rang the electrician. I don't have to be the electrician. There's somebody who specializes in that. So asking is so, so important. It needs to be part of your life again. All right, so I hope you've enjoyed this. And now I want to take you to practice that's going to put you in alignment with receiving. And it's the simplest thing to do. You can do it anywhere. You can even do it when you're driving, as long as you don't get too sleepy. All right. So I just want you to breathe into your body, become aware of your body, your physical form, your earth suit, your costume that inhabits your soul, your spirit, the miracle that you are. Everything's come together to help you be alive at this point. So wherever you are, just pull every part of you in, pull all the lost parts in, all the parts that are scattered around today. Where you've been, bring them back into your body, feel your spine. And then you just simply, unless you're driving, if you're driving, keep your eyes open, but if you're at home, you can close your eyes. And you just simply say, I am open to receiving a miracle. I'm open to receiving help. I'm open to receiving peacefulness. I'm open to receiving blessings. I'm open to receiving gifts. I'm open to receiving good luck. Just think of some things that you see other people have, but you don't have it, and you might feel a little bit jealous, and then just put it in a request. I'm open to receiving a wonderful holiday. I'm open to receiving true love. I'm open to receiving deep connections. I'm open to receiving respect. I'm open to receiving appreciation. I'm open to receiving prosperity. I'm open to receiving light. I'm open to receiving love and connection. And just notice, don't just say the words over and over in your brain. Just notice what's happening to the cells of your body, because literally your entire body has to come into alignment with it. It has to come on board, because if your body is fighting it, it's not going to happen, right? So just tune into your body, and it's easy with your eyes closed. I'm open to incredible success. I'm open to receiving an adventure, like a happy adventure. I'm open to receiving gifts. I'm open to receiving healing energy. I'm open to receiving all healing. I'm open to receiving all prosperity. I'm open to receiving all abundance. I'm open to receiving freedom. I'm open to receiving all wisdom. I'm open to receiving security and safety. I'm open to receiving stability. I'm open to receiving creativity and inspiration. I'm open to receiving trust or trustworthiness. I'm open to receiving integrity. I'm open to receiving joy and happiness. I'm open to receiving true peace. So these are actually all soul needs, by the way, but we have the best life when our soul is fulfilled, or certain aspects of our soul is fulfilled. But if you're really struggling with something, or you feel exhausted and overwhelmed and stressed and not respected, just put it in words and just say, I'm open to receiving gifts. I'm open to receiving the most wonderful gifts. And notice how your body responds. So for instance, if you feel tension in your body, like say, I'm open to receiving true love. Just notice where it's tense, and just keep noticing it, and the light of your own attention will dissolve that block, because that's an energy block that's stopping you, that's extending the time, the gap between you and receiving the miracle. Because ultimately healing is all about shortening the gap of where you are and where you want to be, right? And of course we're talking about ethical things here, like things that are ultimately in alignment with your purpose. So the opposite to struggle would be ease and flow. I'm opening to receiving ease and flow and comfort. If you have pain in your body, I'm open to receiving ease and comfort and well-being. I'm opening to receiving all health. Just make it very big. I'm open to receiving deep rest if you're feeling tired and your nervous system can't relax. And these words are like messengers to your own body, so your own nervous system takes it on board and goes, oh, I get it. Grada hasn't had deep rest for months, so I better create deep rest for her. Not only that though, the beings that are all around you to support you will bring this to you as well, right? So the message goes out into the universe and it's going to come back to you. And in my experience, the universe always over-delivers. So it doesn't fall short. It gives you over and above if you follow those 3 steps that I've just discussed with you, and I'll put them in a little article for you as well, so it's easy for you to go back and be reminded. So if you do this practice consistently, you're going to things are going to fall into place for you. I was doing this on the way home the other day, just for fun, between Forth and Devonport, and I was just saying something like, I'm open to receive surprises, happy surprises, and a car came towards me on the other side of the road, and the number plate was lucky. So, I mean, there are no coincidences here in the world. I just want you to know, everything is on purpose. Everything is literally in order. And you can put yourself in that stream where happiness and everything flows a lot easier. And the consistency, it depends on how consistent you are with your practices. That's really what I want to say. Because we all get challenged, we have our ups and downs, and life throws us curveballs. But it's our ability to get back into that stream, like the warm flow, where it's more comfortable and more hopeful, and you feel this shift in energy, and that's going to help you attract the miracles into your life, even when things are difficult. So I hope you enjoy this. Let me know if you have any questions. Pete and I are here to help you. You know that, of course. So ask for a session. If you're struggling with anything, ring the expert, ring the electrician. That's me, because I work with energy. and the energy flow in your body, and I know how to unblock and make it work again. And thanks for tuning in, everyone. I'm so happy that you're here listening to me and sharing, and let me know what you thought of that practice. I'm really looking forward to seeing you here one time in my room, and I'll talk to you again and be with you next week. Have a good week, everyone. Big love from me. Bye.